Anyway, WrestleMania in a nutshell. We spent a lot of time talking about that because we're going to get into Raw in just a minute or so. WrestleMania, I know it's going to differ for you a little bit.
Yep.
And it will definitely differ for you because you were there in attendance. But even if you weren't there in attendance, your overall score for WrestleMania. John said 7.5. A lot of people have said 7 or 7.5. And I'll give my score after you give yours.
You think of the whole WrestleMania?
Entire WrestleMania.
I feel like mine's gonna be biased.
Yeah, but go ahead. That's fine.
I don't know. I think it was a great WrestleMania. I feel like they had plenty of WrestleMania moments. The one damper was the Cena match, but if I had to grade, if I had to grade, I'd probably say 8.5. Only WrestleMania I'd put in front of it, and the best of all time would be 17.
Jeff, you were watching on the WWE Network too, of course.
Correct.
What would be your score for the show?
It's my first WrestleMania.
Okay.
So definitely like an 8.5, 9.
8.5, 9. I highly enjoyed it as well.
I think the best top 5 WrestleManias that I've seen.
Okay.
17, 30, 28.
Yes.
21, 24.
Okay. I thought WrestleMania 19 was spectacular.
19 was good too, but
19 was
I don't
excellent.
know. Triple H, Booker T, come on.
Yeah. WrestleMania 3, I think you have to throw in there. You can't.
I could care less about Hogan, all that bullcrap.
It's the match that revolutionized it. You have to put that in there. I know, yeah. I've never even seen it, but it was a WrestleMania that revolutionized it. You don't agree?
I could care less.
No? Okay. But
I think Cesaro throwing Big Show over is more impressive than Hogan slamming Andre.
Really?
He actually picked him up and physically moved him and threw him over.
I'm glad
Hogan just picked him up and just dumped him.
I'm glad.
And Cesaro is a lot smaller than Hulk Hogan is.
I'm glad they didn't do the swing on the show. They could save that for a later date.
I think the Cesaro throwing Big Show over the top rope was more impressive than Hulk Hogan slamming Andre Giant.
Mark that down, folks. RJ said himself.
I feel like that was a way bigger moment because back then, obviously, Andre Giant is like this huge guy, and
it's Hulk a different time.
It's a totally different thing, totally different wrestling. But I feel like Cesaro, a lot smaller than Hulk Hogan, obviously.
Freakishly strong.
Literally picked him up, carried him 5 to 10 feet, and dumped him over the top rope. Hogan just picked on and threw him down right in front of him.
It was crazy. And it got him the win, too, to a
and
massive
the crowd
pop. Turned the face on the pre-show, and then that.
Exactly.
Cesaro
he had one of the biggest pops of the night.
Crazy.
And Hulk Hogan had one of the biggest boos, but...
Hulk Hogan?
After he said Silverdome 3 times.
He was still over, though. He got a great reaction, so... Awesome segment.
Obviously, Lesnar had the most heat. No, Batista had the most heat.
Did he really?
Everyone, once his music hit, they booed him out of the building.
That was great. Batista I still really love, but he flourishes as a heel.
Yeah.
He's great. So, that being said, though, what did you say, 8.5, 9?
I said 8.5.
8.5 is your solid number, and you said 8.5 as well, Jeff? Cam, were you watching WrestleMania this past Sunday?
Of course I was.
You were watching it live? This is your first WrestleMania, too?
Yeah.
It was?
Yeah.
What would you grade out of 10?
8.75.
8.75, okay. I'm going to have to give it, honestly, a lot of people have been saying 7.5. I don't know if I'd go as far as 9, because this is where I lie here. This is watching it from home like you guys were, but pre-show, great. Everything up until the Cena win, I think I was marking out for. Cena won, died down a little bit. The Undertaker-Lesnar match, my enthusiasm was completely dead. Divas match, I didn't even remember that because all I was thinking about was the streak. Main event, kicked it back up to a beautiful note to end the show on. So I'm going to have to give it an 8. I think it was a very, very good show. Best WrestleMania of the PG era by far. WrestleMania 28 was great, but this, in terms of WrestleMania moments, you've got a whole bunch.
This might have the most. This might
Absolutely. And what makes it better is that it was the end of an era, start of a new era. WrestleMania 30, where better to do it? The fitting, it was so fitting. Perfect. You know what I mean? So, beautiful stuff. And, two, didn't really affect you at all. But WWE Network, the stream, didn't blow out at all. I thought it was beautiful. No issues with it whatsoever. Perfect stuff. And if you didn't watch it, go back and watch it on the WWE Network.
I already watched it over again.
You watched it over. You guys had a replay, right?
Yeah, we
watched it. I watched it last night and watched it again today.
I really have the desire to go back and watch it. It was phenomenal.
It was good.
Great show.